Hello and welcome to episode 15 of our Chakkad Yonhrung campaign. In this episode, we are hopefully going to be able to fully unite South Haless under our control. There is just one person in our way, and that is Binhrung, and our truce with them is going to be up here in about a year. So we will go ahead and wipe them out pretty quickly. They're only 72% war score, so it shouldn't really be too bad. They are allied to Xiuzhut, but they are also not a threat. Then I think we're going to move up into Tianlu. Right now, they are guaranteed by Lan Zhenhui, but Lan Zhenhui currently does not want to defend them, will not fight with heathens against heretics, because technically, Righteous Path is a heretic religion under the Mystic Accord, and Tianlu is high philosophy, so that means that they are a heathen. So hopefully that means that we'll be able to take out Tianlu. I believe they're just over 100% war score. If I get a claim, that would probably make it fine, right? Because right now we only have Holy War, which is less aggressive expansion, but I don't really care about the AE. I more care about the cost. So let's go ahead and start building a spy network to get claims. We are still in the middle of annexing our vassal of Hansai. So that's still going to take a little bit of time, and we have just gotten out of a war with Quebec Teleni as well. We own all of their old territory. Now, I mean, I would like to state all of this stuff up, but we don't really have the governing capacity to do so, so we're just going to have to be a little bit more patient. Let's get our main stack of troops on over here, and we'll be good to go. Now, Xiuzhut only has a level 1 fort. We do have the treasure fleet moving through right now. So if I can send these guys, which I can do, just need to rotate my troops around a little bit, then we can get our cannons up here, and they'll be able to get stuff annexed, which will be pretty good. And that means that we're not going to be sitting on that fort forever. The treasure fleet's coming through, making lots of money. You do love to see it. Should probably spend most of that money. Oh, there goes our golden age. Probably spend most of that money on governing capacity. Now, we do need to develop printing press. That is a very important thing for us. So where's the most expensive place? It's unfortunate that we just lost our golden age, because preferably it would be, well, that. We would use that to get cheaper development, but unfortunately, that's not going to be an option. But it's looking like Sakai is going to be the best spot for us to develop. It is grasslands. We can get this to level 2 once I do 1 point of development. It currently costs 19. If I encourage development, that gets it down to 14. Mages are pretty loyal. I could get to minus 10% all power cost, though, if I give out reduced research regulations. I'll have to take it away immediately, but that's fine. Because obviously I want to continue to annex our vassal. So I'll take that away, but that gives us the minus 10%. So that's nice. So now Haibin is 14 to develop. And yeah, let's just do 1 point, upgrade that, and now we're at 12. So mostly Diplo and Mill here. Let's go ahead and expand the infrastructure. 2 to 20. I did say that I wanted a level 3 center of trade here. It looks like we already have one, though. I suppose we could go for another one. I don't know if I really need to, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm mostly just focused on getting this developed. And there we go. There is the printing press. So that will start to spread. It might take a little while, but hopefully we'll be able to embrace it sooner rather than later, and we'll all be good. Alright, treasure fleet competes with local merchants. Not my problem. Yeah. We do need to make sure that we continue to remove the power. Forgot to get rid of this. Remove the power of the nobles, clergy, merchants. Need their influence to be less than 40%. So we will continue to work towards that. Why'd you get down to 64%? Hello? Did they do that much development? Weren't they just at like 70? Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think so. Weird. Alright, let's declare for this province. And let's move in. Shouldn't be all too big of a deal. We are much stronger than these guys, so not worried about it. Not one bit. Let's get a claim on Tianlu's capital. Hopefully that will allow us to full annex them when the time comes. You guys can back off. I do not need you to both be there. Did I wipe his troops? Yes, I did. I didn't even realize that we had fought him. I suppose that's my bad. Why are you not doing things? Oh, that's why you're not doing things. I have you on sleepy time. Yeah, don't be on sleepy time, please. Don't need you to be chilling out at this point. I think I had them there since the Command War, which is a little crazy. It's been a while since we did the Command War. So, oops, I suppose, on my part. Let's get everybody together here. Then I can divvy it back out into the size that they're supposed to be. So you had, let's see here, 20, I think it was 12. 12 cavalry, it's 32. Right now combat width is currently 27. So I need to get rid of, yeah, that'll be fine. You go there. You stay here. I think I messed that up pretty badly, actually. I don't know how exactly I messed it up, but I did mess it up in one way or another. But it's fine. That stack size will do us well. Right, and his troops are going to be hiding there most likely, but my vassal can go and deal with them. I'm not worried about it. As Grey Rebels, make sure we jump on them. Oh, he doesn't even have his troops here. He has no troops. I suppose I could annex him if I really wanted to. How much war score is he? 36. I could just take him out. Don't really think it's worth it, though. War reps, money. Thank you. That'll work. And then we have Ping Hoi, who is going to be gone now. Thank you, Ping Hoi, for playing. Appreciate it. Give me all your money. Have a very, very nice day. Did I go over my governing capacity? Yes, I did, by quite a bit. That would be why this annexation went down. Yeah, I don't want to give them any of these, though, because it gives them influence. Technically, I could give the clergy land rights. Let's do so. I can get that back under 40. It's not a big deal. Right, and go ahead and core it up. Let's make sure we focus on the things that we need to core up first. Thank you. Then, yeah, we can core the rest of it up as well. All right, we're sitting on 3,000 ducats, and I think that is a perfect excuse to build up more governing capacity buildings. Then I will start to build governing capacity buildings in my vassal as well. Since we're integrating them, we'll need it to be built there anyways. You can get to drilling. You're going to deal with rebels. We have an excellent year, 6,000 manpower. Thank you. Now we're in a good spot here. We're in a very good spot. They want a royal marriage. I'll do so, just to make sure that everything stays all good. Though everybody is pretty loyal at the moment. Diplomatic insults. Let's just improve relations with everybody. Can't go wrong there. And we are, once again, at our governing capacity limits. Yeah, we are really pushing on that governing capacity. But it is what it is. Don't really want to not be pushing it, so. Oh well. Make sure we suppress those. If we have rebels on these islands, just increase autonomy. It's not worth the unrest. Like, I don't reasonably want to move my troops around everywhere. We're just protecting that gold right now. What about down here? Nope, we're good. Okay. Religious zeal, I get plus 1% missionary strength and 10% clergy loyalty. That's nice. And I can actually complete this mission right now. So let's get rid of supremacy over the crown. That lowers everybody's influence by 10%. So what am I missing for... Nope, nobility influence less than 40. Nah, nope, they still have some. Goes away in 56. They have 54. Okay. Not a huge deal. Well, that fixes the problem. Nobles lose 10 influence. There we go. Problem solved. The Sapphire Declaration. We have been taking steps to limit the estate's influence recently, but now it's the time we end this charade. Let us break the power of the estate so they can never again presume to have authority. There is only one authority in our nation, and it is our Anbennar. The Tier 3 government reform, which gives minus 0.05 monthly autonomy change, plus 100% governing capacity, minus 10% all estate influence, plus 20% mage influence. Now, what's our current Tier 3? Oh, it's decentralized bureaucracy. That's kind of sad. We're going to lose accepted cultures. That's rough. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. And now I need a absolutism of 40. So that is just going to require some time. We could take Miltech early here for some Inno. Probably will do it. I can also perform a ritual here. Make a bunch of money. Or we could switch our rituals around. Like, I'd rather probably get the infantry combat ability. I'll take the money. It literally cannot hurt to have the money. And then, yes, in our big provinces, let's try and make sure we have those governing capacity buildings built. 510. Yeah, you're saying that you're not worth that much, but that's not actually true. It's saying that we're not going to make much because it's a high autonomy in a trade node, or in a trade company. But it is actually going to make us decent money from trade. So let's go ahead and build those. And then we just have this Tianlu issue. Right, if I do a regular conquest war, then Lin Hui will join. I would rather just not fight Lin Hui, if I'm going to be honest. So we'll send you up north, and the Mercs can also go up north. Now, he is allied with Beyond Fang. Not like Beyond Fang's a problem, but it's just something to notice. Do I want to take this? Yeah, probably. I don't really have the governing capacity to develop a whole bunch, so don't really see the harm in it. Does give us new cannons, which is nice. But I can also wait for the year tick, so we'll wait for that. And then we will declare the war. Alright. Beautiful. Makes it a little bit cheaper. Still can embrace. Take the tech. Upgrade the cannons to large cast iron. And let's declare this war. Holy war. You know. You know how it be. Sometimes just do a bit of holy war for the spirits. The spirits have called for this war. It's not up to me. I'm sorry. But the spirits have demanded a war, and we shall give it to them. Okay, still lots of money. I do need to build a temple for stuff and things. So let's do that. Build a temple for our state mission. Now, I do want to kind of give a little bit more power back to the estate by re-giving supremacy over the crown, just because I do actually want them to have a little bit of influence, specifically the mages to have more. So we'll see how that goes. And remember, we can just get rid of it whenever we want. Religious culture, I don't really want to get rid of. Expansionist zealotry, though, would be nice to get rid of, but it doesn't really do much at the moment, so I don't really care. Right? Like, yeah, sure, it's there, it takes up a slot, but it doesn't, it lowers our absolutism, but we don't have absolutism yet. It doesn't give influence, it doesn't give loyalty, it's just kind of there, giving us morale of armies when we fight people that are not our religion, which is everybody. So, that's good. Also, look at that, Suan Praxis is doing well. Yeah, that's a heresy of the high philosophy, a much more tolerant one, as far as I'm aware. The Jad Empire is moving in towards us. And oh no, the ghostly goose has made a second appearance. Well, I'm not going on another wild goose chase. Also, someone did remind me, the reason why the Jad Empire wants all this, it's the same reason that the Mughals want all the land in the world. They have the Mughal government reform where they can accept all cultures once they own an entire culture. So it just makes them desire like half the world casually. So that would be why they're having an elf moment. Mission fulfilled. Drive the elf lovers out. How fitting. Yep, all this stuff down here has been cored up by me. Armakellen rises in power in the south, burning down the great rainforests as they do. We could check their growth so they will not become a threat and help preserve the rainforests in the process. For 30 years, we get minus 15% aggressive expansion impact and minus 10% province war score cost. Which would be pretty helpful against our buddies here in Tianlu. That gives us maximum cultures. Yeah, I do need to own that one province from the command. Ugh. That's a rough one. So we'll have to plan for that. They're up to 200,000 troops. I can have 173,000 myself. So there is a chance that we could reasonably outnumber the command in a war here. Without it seeming like a crazy dream. How many troops do you have? 22? Okay. Definitely nothing to turn your nose up at. They're doing good, you could say. Get rid of that. Edict, we don't need it. Now I do want to take things on the other side here, if we can, and we can. Beautiful. So that's what I'm hoping to take from Tianlu. We have the province war score cost reductions right now, so I'm thinking we go after Lenjin Hui next. Buvari won't join, but they actually will join if I ask them to. Like, if I get my trust up with them or something, then they will join, and I think that's worth doing. I can secure the Phi 10 node and maybe make some more inroads into the Tianlu node. Of course, doing that will mean that the command will be stronger, because they will jump on the war, but I mean, what are you going to do? War reps, money. Go ahead and break all this. Okay, don't do that. Do that instead. Thank you. Now it's just dealing with you. Of which one of our generals has died. So we'll get up here and start sieging things down. And another reason to go to war with Lenjin Hui is I don't have a land connection to here, so that's less than stellar. I can get a cheaper level 3 Diplo rep person. Yes, please. Can I cast Magnificent Feast? I sure can. Let's do that for another Diplo rep. I really want to get this vassal integrated. Preferably before we even piece out of this war. If we can make that happen. We might have to sit in the war for a while. But I mean, it would be nice if I didn't have to deal with that. If I'm going to go to war with these guys, let's start building a spy network. Pull our spy back from Tianlu. We don't need it there anymore. Don't really care if they're unsieging that. We will get there in time. Also, if I'm this far under my force limit, then perhaps I should build another 30,000 troops. Ascension. All right, I think this is... Oh, it's in High Bin. Really? That's unfortunate. Our decision to let that scientist be, contentedly sewing miniaturized flags, seemed to be the right one. What even constituted the ascension that rumors mentioned, and how on Halan could such an innocuous action ever lead to it? The deeper mysteries will always remain beyond our knowledge, but we do know this. At 3 a.m., on the 31st of Tierfall, the city he lived in, we have no better word than ascended. Once busy streets went silent. Once active markets froze in time. The song of birds, the rush of water, the burble of conversation, all ceased. The entire population of the city has simply frozen, rendered static in a world constantly in motion. Their eyes still dart to and fro, seeming to drink in the sight of their surroundings, but aside from that, they have entered some sort of stasis. Not even our strongest magic seemed to be able to affect them, let alone get a sense of what is going on. Thankfully, this only happened in the Inventor's City, and we shudder to think what it may have meant had the effect reached across our entire nation. With no other option, it seems we must leave the once thriving city as a monument to genius and the madness unique to it. At least the city's troublemakers will bother us no longer. We lose 6 development in High Ban and gain 50 admin points. I don't know, I don't think they sounded horrified enough by that. I'm just saying, like, if like, the reality was, like, this dude starts sewing flags, and then the outcome of that is, oh yeah, by the way, the entire city and all of its inhabitants still alive, still able to see what's going on around them. But, yeah, they're actually not able to do anything. They're just going to sit there for what seems to be an eternity. That's terrifying. That is legitimately terrifying. And not good. I know. Hot take. Not good. Oh, these rebels are going to walk up here. It's okay. My vassal's up there. Alright, so we're going to be able to course some of this. Not all of it. In fact, I may want to release... Baek Dugong as a vassal. And integrate them later. Another good trade vassal, honestly. Yeah, let's do that, actually. So cancel these cores. There we go. Let's release Baek Dugong. Awesome. And then I will also feed them this province. I do want your trade, though. I don't care if you're disloyal, you will give me your trade. That is what's most important to me. That'll give us a lot more trade money coming down into our coffers, hopefully. And I don't have to core it or defend it, which are both very good things. Alright, we now have... Okay, what do you want? Yeah, sure. That's fine. They don't really actually need my help with that. Being called into wars by the AI, while annoying, as long as it doesn't actually require me to fight, is fine. If you actually want me to, like, fight, though, and, like, help you, less fine. Much less fine. But small things is fine. Let's build a fort here. That's going to get built... Actually, that's not even, like, a good fort, unfortunately. A better fort would be, like, here. Yeah, it reaches more provinces, and it's jungle. It's not coastal, but that's okay. And then a fort, like, right here would be good as well. Just trying to make sure we have total coverage. Or at least as close to total coverage as I can get. Yeah, see, like, I need a fort here. Eventually I'll need one in here. I'll also need one in here. Just because I want full coverage. I don't know why. I can throw out the excuse, I guess, that I'm looking for keeping my army tradition high from fully maintained forts. And while, yes, that is technically true, that's not really why I'm doing it. Just feels good to have full coverage and knowing that all your provinces are safe. Okay, they're dealt with. How many troops are you fielding right now? 106,000, huh? You allied Daigung. No, you've not allied. Of course. Of course you have a Great Conqueror right now. I mean, we could wait for the Great Conqueror to die. Don't think I need to, though. But, like, I could. There's no rush, necessarily. I should, at the very least, annex Hansai, though. Would probably be a decent idea. I can seize land, apparently. The nobles would be very upset, so maybe I hold off on that for now. Because I don't really want to make the nobles spawn rebels. Do I care? Not really. As long as we stop them from occupying land that is not covered by forts, then we'll be fine. But it looks like we're good on that front. Because I just don't want them to occupy and then get crown land back immediately. That would kind of defeat the entire purpose. Yeah? I can get you up to level 5, reasonably. Which is nice. Did lose accepted cultures, which feels bad. Since I spent the Diplo points on it. Blessings from the Grandmother Spirit. Haless, a continent characterized by its diverse spiritual and ritual practices, displays a shared reverence and respect for grandmothers, who hold a special place as the mothers of mothers. This collective veneration is expressed through various means, including rituals, storytelling, and unique traditions. For instance, in a group of hamlets nestled deep within the Lupulan rainforest, the ashes of deceased women are mixed into farming soil, symbolically giving birth to nourishment for younger generations. Okay. Similarly, the Fakao Sky cemeteries honor deceased grandmothers by mummifying them in the cold air and regularly offering food, flowers, liquor, and other goods to their spirits, ensuring they watch over future generations. Sam Shimoni, our revered spirit representing these venerated grandmothers, has been frequently sighted around cemeteries, ancestral shrines, and spiritual centers. The common people's devoted reverence has been reciprocated, as witnessed in the province of Laptem Emrik. The area has experienced a significant surge in pregnancies and healthy births, coinciding with an increased number of encounters with the grandmother spirit. Consequently, the population of the province is growing, providing us with more people to recruit and engage in various activities, contributing to the prosperity of the region. Cool. I think I'll visit my grandmother again soon. 1 basement power. Wow, the grandmother spirit's here. Get those kids into the military right now. Let's go. You've got work to do. Head free. Are they really about to... Okay. I thought they were about to occupy something that would have been sucky for us, but no, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Jad Empire announces me as a rival. You know what? Let's rival Lanshan. Let's rival the Jad Empire. Let's go around and make sure that we have our embargoes up. Just to try and keep our power projection going. Issue an embargo on you. Issue an embargo on you. There we go. I do not have power projection from insulting rivals. I can insult Lanshan Hui though. Currently have no diplomat. It went down to 86. They keep developing or something. Something keeps happening that keeps lowering my annexation level, which I don't appreciate. I mean, maybe it's the lower diplo rep from this, but I don't think so. Lanshan Hui, send a scornful insult. Get my power projection up to 83. Not too bad. Now we're going to be giving these provinces back to our vassal. Then we can finally annex that vassal. So let's start making claims on other things, including Tianlu. Because we're definitely going to want to take Tianlu in this next war. And then we get to the problem where, like, yes, we want to add Tianlu to a trade company, but it sucks that we have to add Tianlu to a trade company. Because it's 49 development, so it's a lot of governing capacity. It's a good trade good, so you don't really want good trade goods in the actual trade company. You'd rather have it outside so you can get the benefit of it. Also, you're half price, right? To level 5. So that's unfortunate. But if I don't add it in, it's a lot of trade power, so it would lower the amount of goods produced I'd get out of this node. So we kind of just have to bite the bullet and accept that that's the way it is, even though I'm not very happy about it. So another 2,000 ducats. I know I said I was going to change this, and maybe I should change it, but 2,000 ducats is, well, 2,000 ducats. And that's pretty tempting. That's pretty good. I could upgrade this to get more ship trade power. Why not? I never upgrade my monuments soon enough. I always wait too long. So I might as well just do it now. Yeah, that definitely needs a trade building on that one. For sure. Please, I just want to annex these guys. That's it. I could take one of their provinces too if they're really causing issues. Sure, you can have access. Are you killing Beyond Fang? Yes, you are. Alright, well, I mean, the 4 powers of Haless have been solidified. Chakkad Binhrung, Buvari, the command, Lanshan Hui. These two are the only 2 that are weird. Lanshan Hui doing well, because remember, Lanshan Hui is a peasant republic. They're not your regular old nation. They're peasants that rose up against Zhongdu and were successful. And in this run, very successful, clearly. Yeah, we'll just take these techs. It's fine. And here comes the treasure fleet. They visit 510. I did give up Baek Dugong back to Baek Dugong, so I don't get that special event this time, which is unfortunate, but eventually we'll get it. And look at that. We have another gold province. Go ahead and state it up. Not that I really care, but hey, we have the gold province. I don't really want to develop it though. So we'll see how it goes. Just a little bit of gold though can never hurt, right? A little bit of gold, a little bit of greed is good for you. Builds character. Now, our truce with Pruikin just ended. And I want Pruikin's land. Maybe not this province, but definitely these three. If I take this, Buvari's going to get very upset that they can't reach their territory. Might even be upset enough to break their alliance. I'm not sure if they'd go quite that far, but it is possible. Let me grab this stack and bring them down. So I think we're going to go over Pruikin. Yeah, look, Buvari is immediately moving over to declare the war. How many favors do I have? 37? We do a bit of trolling, okay? Just a little bit. I'm going to ask Buvari to prepare for war, which means they cannot declare a war now for 1 year. So they can sit right here on their border all they want. But for 1 year, that AI cannot do anything. Which gives me plenty of time to declare the war myself, not call them in, or even call them in afterwards. I'm not sure. Let me get access, though. So that way I can walk onto this province immediately. There we go. And then I can just call them in to help me in the war. And that's probably not even worth it. But I can at least stop him from taking Pruikin out, and I can take it out for myself. Buvari, you have plenty of room to expand to over here. Just go that way. Leave this stuff to me and the north and the command. But you can get this part of Rahen. I'm fine with that. But we are out of time for today. So next time, Pruikin and then Lan Zhenhui. For sure, for sure. Hopefully this Great Conqueror dies. If they don't, I don't really care. We'll fight him anyways. But that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.